Justin Fields has done an amazing job at Ohio State the past 2 years, but is most likely going to be leaving for the NFL draft and will probably go top 5. While Quinn Ewers, Ohio State's highest rated recruit of all time, won't arrive on campus for another year. So who will be Ohio State's starting quarterback in 2021? In the Who Is series, we go through the backstories of up-and-coming collegiate and pro athletes. If you enjoyed these videos, leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have not checked out the History of series yet, make sure you go check it out after this video. CJ Stroud grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, California, where his football journey would not be like most high-tier quarterback prospects. Stroud never had a quarterback coach growing up and did not have as many scholarships as the other quarterbacks in his class. He also was never very active on the 7-on-7 circuit due to being a basketball player in high school. When asked about the situation, Stroud said, "You can't really control opportunities, but when you get your opportunity, you have to prove what you can do and ball out. I feel like that's what I did. I have a big saying in my life, control the controllable. I can't really control what a school thinks about me. I can only prove what I can do on the field. That's something I can control. I knew if I took care of business on the field, everything else would take care of itself." Stroud did not start varsity until his junior year of high school. During the season, Stroud threw for 2,343 yards and 19 touchdowns. After his junior season, that's when the college recruitment really started to pick up for him. After his junior season, Stroud attended the opening Oakland Regional, where he would go on and earn a coveted Elite 11 invite. The LA Times wrote Stroud was one of the lowest ranked quarterbacks to be invited to the event in conjunction with the Open Finals in Frisco, Texas. His ranking was quickly boosted by each of the recruiting sites. He stole the show. He was one of the most impressive passers throughout the week. He and Santa Ana Mater Dei's Bryce Young were on the same 7-on-7 team at the event, but it was Stroud who led the team to the title in the championship game, earning him Elite 11 honors. Although college coaches are not allowed to travel to the Open, word of mouth of how well Stroud did traveled fast. Oregon and Ohio State reached out and later offered him while he was still in Texas. Then came UCLA, Michigan, and USC. When Stroud was being honored with the All-American Bowl jersey, he described his recruitment as, "It's kind of been a 360 turn. Everything has kind of transitioned in my life for the better. I can do nothing but just thank God that my life has changed the last couple months. Everybody that was here today has been knowing my whole life about what I've been doing, but now everybody nationally knows. I just feel like if I keep doing what I'm doing, just upgrade a level, then I'll just keep elevating myself." Stroud would not be ranked inside the top 500 recruits or earn 4 stars in recruitment until after the Elite 11 finals. During the All-American jersey ceremony, Stroud's head coach Mark Verde said, "CJ earned his spot. He worked and busted his butt off. He watches film, he knows the offense, he knows the defense. A few times after a touchdown was called, 'Good call, coach, good call.' I was like, I didn't call it, this guy called it." His teammate Quentin Moten said, "It's been great to see. I remember when no one had faith in him last year. He proved everybody wrong. This offseason, when he won the MVP, everybody that doubted him is now riding the wave." During his senior season, Stroud threw for 3,878 yards, 47 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. He would complete 66% of his passes while leading his high school team to the state semifinals. Throughout his 2 years as a starter, Stroud would throw for 6,221 yards and only throw 15 interceptions on 754 attempts. Coming out of high school, CJ Stroud was a 4-star recruit who was the 2nd best pro-style quarterback in his class, 4th best player in California, and 42nd best player nationally. Stroud had risen from outside the top 500 recruits in his class to the 42nd best player in his class in less than a year. Stroud received over 19 different Division I offers from the likes of Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, UCLA, and USC. According to Buckeye Sports, Stroud narrowed his choices down to Georgia, Michigan, and Ohio State. Stroud decided to commit to Ohio State over both Michigan and Georgia. Ohio State landed 2 4-star quarterbacks in the 2020 class. When asked about how things went for Ohio State, Ryan Day said, "Huge. Huge. This is not something we took lightly. This was difficult stuff. We felt like we had to get more depth in that room. Jack and CJ both bring something different to the table." Coming out of high school, Stroud's measurables compared to Dwayne Haskins and Justin Fields. Stroud measured in at 6'3" and weighed 195 pounds. He He also started working with quarterback coach Quincy Avery, who had also previously worked with Dwayne Haskins and Justin Fields. On the field, Stroud's playing style matched Dwayne Haskins as a ground-up thrower, which is what Ryan Day likes in his quarterbacks. A ground-up thrower is a quarterback whose power and arm strength comes from a strong base and hip rotation that drives through the quarterback's release. Buckeye Sports described his throwing motion as more compact, but had a natural, fluid release and had great touch when it came to throwing the ball. Coming out of high school, Stroud was viewed to have a high ceiling and could step into a starting role for the Buckeyes either as a redshirt freshman or sophomore, just needing to add some weight onto his frame. When talking about Stroud's commitment, Buckeye Sports wrote, "Ohio State is not simply getting a future backup, nor is it getting a warm body to fill a spot in the quarterback room. Stroud is a legitimate top 100 talent and one of the best quarterbacks in the class of 2020. During his freshman year, CJ Stroud saw some playing time, but did not attempt to pass. Although he was rated as a pro-style quarterback, he showed off his athletic ability when he rushed for a 48-yard touchdown against Michigan State. The reason Stroud did not get much playing time was due to the fact that he was behind future top 5 pick Justin Fields. With Justin Fields most likely leaving for the NFL draft, at the time I'm recording this, Ohio State will be looking for a new quarterback to take snaps under center in Columbus. Currently, due to how he was used in 2020, Stroud looks to be the favorite to win the job. Stroud's pro comparison is Teddy Bridgewater according to Scarlett and Game. Stroud will be competing against fellow 2020 four-star quarterback Jack Miller, who also saw time during blowout games during Ohio State's season. Miller had 2 rush attempts for 23 yards and a touchdown during the 2020 season, but like Stroud, did not attempt to pass during the season. Other players who may take over the starting quarterback position may be Kyle McCord or veteran Gunnar Hoak. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do videos on Jack Miller or those guys as well. Whoever does take over the quarterback position will have large shoes to fill. In 2 seasons as an Ohio State starter, Fields completed 68.4% of his passes for 5,373 yards, 63 touchdowns, and only 9 interceptions. He led Ohio State to back-to-back Big Ten championships and playoff berths. Fields also spent time in the Heisman conversation throughout his career. Whoever is playing quarterback will have top-level weapons to throw to and will have high expectations, as many have Ohio State in their way too early top 5. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos in the Who Is series. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, remember to embrace the grind.